Hello everyone, welcome back to VK7 Tech. So today in this video, I'm going to unbox this SSD adapter. This is the Turbo 2-in-1 SSD adapter, which supports NGFF SATA and mSATA SSDs. And it's available on Amazon. You can check out the links in the description below as well. For those who recently bought an NGFF SATA SSD and are facing compatibility or detection issues, this can be a great solution. The same thing happened to me. I recently bought an NGFF SSD, but it wasn't detected on my PC at all. So to fix that, this adapter can be really useful and can actually save you money because a lot of users panic when they face these kinds of issues with incompatible SSDs. Now let's take this out of the box. And this is the SATA NGFF SSD adapter. We also get the screws included with it. As you can see, the build quality is actually really good. And the size is 2.5 inch. Similar to a regular SSD, the connector interface is SATA 3 and this is the full circuit design on the board. It supports two types of SSDs. One is NGFF M.2 SATA and the other one is mSATA. So if you have a micro SATA SSD, it's also compatible. Basically, it converts both of these into a SATA 3 connection. There's also a small switch here to control between the two slots. One thing to keep in mind is that only M.2 SATA NGFF will work. From sizes like 2230 up to 2280 like B plus M key SSDs. It will not work with NVMe or PCIe-based M.2 SSDs. Now let's keep this aside and let me show you the SSD that I bought. This is the Acer RE100 M.2 SSD, which I got from Flipkart at a really great deal for just 1,400 rupees. You know how hard it is to find SSDs at a cheaper price these days. Most alternatives are usually above 2,200 or even higher, so I was lucky to get this one. This is a 128GB SATA 3 NGFF SSD, and the speeds are pretty much similar to regular SATA SSDs. But the problem started when I installed it on my PC. It wasn't detected at all. I checked multiple times, but it just didn't show up. On top of that, this SSD was non-refundable, so I initially felt like it was a waste of money. But the actual issue was from my PC's motherboard side, where the M.2 SATA slot isn't working properly. So I thought, what if I try using it with this SATA adapter? And that's exactly why you're watching this video. And honestly, it completely solved the problem. This is the Acer RE100 NGFF SSD, and as you can see, it comes with B plus M keys. If you compare it with a normal NVMe SSD, the design is different, so don't get confused between the two. Now I'm going to place this NGFF SSD onto the adapter. Just carefully insert it into the slot and fix it properly. Alright, now we'll secure it using the screw and done. Now let's check whether it's working or not. To test it, I'll connect this adapter to my laptop using a USB host, or you can directly install it into your PC using SATA ports. And there we go, it's detected and working. On PC, just go to Disk Management, and you'll see the new Acer SSD as unallocated. Simply create a new volume, allocate the space, and that's it, it's ready to use. So yeah, the SSD wasn't faulty. The issue was with my PC's slot. Now I'll install this inside my PC. Connect the adapter to the SATA data port and power cable. Also, keep in mind, you can't use this adapter directly as a USB device as it requires proper power from the system. Alright, let's power on the PC. And now if we check, the SSD is detected and working perfectly. Let's also check the disk info. Since I got this at a low price, I wasn't sure if it was genuine or not, but yes, it's an official Acer SSD. The total reads and writes are fresh, which means it's brand new and everything looks perfect. Now let's test the speeds in real time. I'll select the SSD and start the test. And as you can see, it's delivering really good speeds for the price. It can go up to around 500 megabytes per second, as mentioned on the box, just like regular SATA SSDs. Both read and write speeds are stable and well balanced. The speeds may vary slightly depending on the adapter, and if it was directly connected to a native SATA slot, it could perform even better. But honestly, for this setup, it's more than enough. I actually bought this SSD to experiment with some applications, which I personally use. Now let's try copying a large file. And as you can see, it's performing really well. The speeds are stable, there's no throttling or hiccups. This Acer SSD is working really smoothly, and the overall stability is great. It just gets the job done. So, overall, if your SSD is not being detected, this simple adapter can be a really effective and budget-friendly fix. It completely solved my issue, and hopefully it helps you out as well. If you want to check it out, I've added the links in the description below. If this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.